And then to make matters worse, like my AdSense account is all screwed up. So I need payment. And I'm talking to this person who clearly English was her second language, which is fine, but she wasn't competent and she did not understand what I was saying. And she kept repeating herself and saying, like, you'll get your check. I don't get a check. I got direct deposit. And then she was giving me information about, like, let me give you information about having a checking account. Okay. And then it's like, if you have a checking account, you get it quicker. I do have a checking account. So frustrating, you know? Hey, Merlin, come here, dude. Leave that alone. So let's see if we can get him to do it once. Here, heel. Over here, heel. Sit. No, sit. I mean it, don't you leave, sit. No, sit, no, no. Merlin! It went way farther than I wanted it to. I might have to help him find it, but he did stay, which is the important thing. Hunt it up, Mer. Where is it, buddy? Hunt it up. Merlin. No. Hunt it up. Where is it? Where is it? No, it's farther than that, dude. Where is it, Mer? Hunt it up. Hunt it up. Come on, Merlin. Hunt it up. Where is it? There you go. Good boy. Hold. No, hold. You got it here. Come on, bring it on in. At first, when you start doing it, you might have to walk out there and help the dog. Good boy, Merlin, here. Good boy. Come on, buddy. And don't make him go that far. That was farther than I wanted it to go. We're using Brownlows, but here. But that one went way farther than expected. And also, I was bitching about Google, so don't aim it up like that. Have it more, parallel to the ground, and it won't go as far. So let's try that again. He stayed in position. That's what I want. This guy's gonna be a champ. Hey, Merlin, get over here, heel. No, heel, come on, dude. Sit. You did good, dude. I was bitching too much about, did I put one in? Yeah, I did. Waste not, want not. I was bitching about Google. I fucking need to get paid, YouTube. It's not like I'm rich. No. 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 Merlin! That was perfect. Good boy. Hold. Here. Come on, Merlin. Let's go, man. Good job, dude. Come on, Merlin. Good job, brother. There you go. Nice trot, buddy. You're doing great, man. Good job. Here. That's awesome, dude. Is that my neighbor and her puppy? My neighbor got a puppy. It's German Shepherd puppy. It's cute. It's a puppy. All puppies are cute. Looks like a nice dog. Chicks like shepherds, Malinois. I don't know what the deal is with chicks. Clearly. Well, not totally oblivious, but here, heel. Sit. No, sit. Let's see if we can get another one out of him. No, sit. You're doing great. No. No. Now he took off. That's okay. I'll try and get him to stay on the next one. Good boy, here. Come on, buddy. Just don't worry about it at first. Don't make a big deal about it. Get him into it, and then you can get him to, see, he's totally into it. Here, heel. He stayed for a little bit, but you want to use the 3 Ds of dog training: denial, diversion, and delay. Delay is making the dog wait. You don't want the dog, when they're doing the dummy launcher, when you see one of my dogs doing it, or a dog after you know, they've done it for a while, they're totally calm. And then you send them on their way and it's a burst of energy. That's what you want. Remember, excitement is the point. All dogs make a mistake. They bark, lunge, bite, or just don't listen. Just don't listen. He took off before I told him to. See what I'm saying? Let's do another one. Come here, Merlin. This dog's awesome. I knew I'd like this shit. Get over here and heel, brother. Heel! Sit! See if he's in the down position, if he stays it. Down. No, down. All the way, brother, down. No. No. Mean it, no. No. Merlin. Took off a little bit early, but I'm getting him to wait a little bit, so that's good. So we're right on target. Good boy. See how he's grabbing it and coming back. Here, heel. Notice like he's jogging back. He wants me to do it again. Come on, Mer. We'll give him one more. You want to do one more? Then we'll do some reverse retrieves. That's pretty. No. Here, dude. Okay, one more. Here. I'm going to watch you this time. Sit. No, sit. No. 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 Sit. No, sit. Merlin. See, he loves it. He's totally into it. It's a great dog. Let's do some reverse retrieves with the mutton head. Good job, Mer. I got Facebook and YouTube on here. It's a good job, dude. Here. Now, earlier, we could do a reverse retrieve from here, right here, but we're gonna walk about 10 feet in, right? Here, let's do this. Whoops. It's an athletic dog for sure. Look at him, he's all muddy and shit. He look great, like in a duck blind. Look at him. Merlin! So I'm seeing him start to find the dummy launcher with greater ease. And that's important because the dummy launcher has gunpowder residue on it. So he's smelling that. So that sort of helps him with scent work when it comes to like pheasant wings and everything. So they just start using their nose. A lot of dogs, like, they don't start using their nose until you get them to start using their nose. Oh, hi, how you doing? Here, come here. God, Google pisses me off. Come here, Merlin, heel. Come on, buddy. Oh. No, heel. Come on, get over here, dude. No, heel. Here, heel. Hold. No, hold. Go put it in there. Drop. Awesome. Awesome. Good job, man. Good job, dude. Very nice. Good job, dude. You did good. Okay, heel. No, heel. His feet are like sponges. It's no exaggeration. God, I just want my payment. You know? I knew this was gonna happen. I wondered if this was gonna happen because when your channel gets hacked, you have to give them permission to make you another channel, essentially. Come on, Mar, here. Come on, buddy, heel. Come on. Go, heel. Here. Get over here, Merlin. Merlin. Hold. Go put it in there. Drop. Yes! My main man! Good job, Merlin. Yeah, fuck yeah, you did it, didn't you? That's all right, dude. Come on. That's good, Mer. Good job, Merlin. Now that was farther than he's ever done it. So let's add on and see if he can do it even farther. I'm pushing him, of course. It's Merlin, man. He needs to be pushed, right? You did good, dude. Come on, let's go, heel. Really far. It holds. Go put it in there. Drop. Yes! Yes! All right. Yeah, fuck yeah, you did it, didn't you? You did it. Good boy. Good boy, Merlin. Nice job, man. Yes, good job. Here, heel, come on. Really nice job, Merlin. That was great. Good job. All right, so that's minus about 5 feet. That's the length. That's a very long distance. That's a very long distance. So we're gonna stop right now because you want to end on success, and this is success, man. So you want to end on a high note. Merlin, that was great, man. Good job. So make sure and always do that when you're working your dog. End on a high note. Put them up wanting to do more. Hey, one Sean Bond, was that your other account or is that a troll? Death of my brother and I'm not doing okay. Yeah, I'm sorry, Hillsby. No. That sucks, man. Does. Hey, Mer. One Sean Bond, somebody was posting that you said it was you and your other account was locked. It didn't make any sense. That was a troll, right? That was not you? One Sean Bond? Got YouTube up here, this Facebook down here. Merlin, you did great, dude. All you can do is feel it and move on. Yeah, it sucks, man. There's like, it's surreal at first when the person's gone. It is. It's surreal when people die, even my pets. Yeah, Merlin did great. Yeah, he's spot on. So we're gonna bump him up on he's getting more and more compliant. You need this. The dog's screwing up, like earlier. Hey, Merlin, get over here. Heel, come on, heel. Sit. when the dog's screwing up, not doing the reverse retrieve right, that's exactly what I want, because I can inflict my will upon him. You will do it. And that is, holistically for the dog, it makes it so that the dog is more compliant. And we have to take, we have to, I don't know which camera looks better out here. I almost wonder if it's the 12. 13's better inside for sure. But you need to push the dog past those points of excitement. And when you get a refusal, I have to know that the dog, I have to know that, the dog's going to become compliant. So you do that as yard work, teaching the dog that it must be compliant. So if you have a problem, like say at Home Depot, we won't have a problem because I'll say no. How long do you think you're going to have to keep Merlin until you're happy with him being sent home? I'm thinking like he'll go, I was going to talk to the owner about this, like, because it's Merlin and his specific issues, I don't know, he'll go back at the 24th of March or something, like in 3 or 4 weeks. So we'll finalize everything coming up. Doug is not, how do I explain? Well, separation anxiety sucks, okay? So it is what it is. And he's a lot better, but I really need to put the nail, 830 stars, thank you, Facebook. I really need to put the nail in the coffin on this. There's a couple things I need to work out, like I have not been using a bark collar with him. Should a bark collar be used with him? We were using one earlier and it was making him bark more. So that needs to be figured out. And what else? Yes, it was me. Okay, good. I almost was like, this is a troll account, one Sean Bond. And just generally, we need the dog to be, Velcro dogs can be tricky on separation. Velcro dogs are implying that all dogs are sort of like that, and any dog can get separation anxiety. So it encompasses a lot of dogs, lots of dogs. So he is a dog that stays close, though. It's real awesome. Like if I was, like this would make a great waterfowl dog. Absolutely. But for somebody like me, it'd make a great upland game dog, because Tonka is just like, he's way out there and shit. He hunts way out. And then, he's on point or something. I got to get there, Like, gee, thanks, Tonka. Where, like, if you just stayed in a little bit closer. We haven't been hunting lately, but I sort of like a dog that stays in close, But any dog can get separation anxiety, so it's not just those dogs that sort of stay close. That's caused by the overly loving owner or somebody peripheral that is freaking the dog out by saying stuff like, Mommy, I'll be right back. Don't give your dog salutations, okay? They don't need that. Ignore the dog coming and going. It's imperative. Ignore that dog coming and going. Poodles are versatile. It's a non-sporting group, but man, I saw one in field trials when I was younger, and I was really impressed. It was a black standard poodle, and the thing was exactly like Merlin. The dog would just work real fast, like, casting, the dog would spin around, and then the guy would cast and the dog would take off. Like, it's sort of like Merlin. You'll start seeing that more in Merlin. Like I'm starting to see him like run back with the dummy. Like he's an energetic dog. He's gonna haul ass, I guarantee you. But yeah, I do. It's a very old breed. That's a sporty, it's a sporty, non-sporty breed. The crazy cut never made any sense to me. They said that it had to do with like them as waterfowl dogs and it keeping their joints warm. It's bullshit. You know why? Because if you have a waterfowl dog, you just want their whole body covered with fur, and then they shake off the water. You don't just like, oh, I'll just keep it's some kind of bullshit, okay? It's just like, oh, look, we have a fuzzy dog, we can shape it into something, which you can, and that's another thing. Seeing the groomers that do that, it's like, wow, man, they make them into works of art. It's crazy. I have no problem with it. The dog has to be compliant, sitting there getting the cut and the dye job. It's cool, whatever. You know, you're making the dog compliant. This guy's great, he's sitting right here with me. But I almost got a poodle years ago. If I had a poodle, I wouldn't comb it. I'd just like do this, and then if it got too matted or something, I'd shave it down and then let it grow back. But he's not really matted. He's just sort of curled up. The other thing I notice about him is like, if he gets a burr, you sort of pull him out. Well, hang on, he's getting a little mat there. Maybe I should run a comb through him. I'm terrible with that shit, though. I am. That's why I always get like a low maintenance dog. But you know, I'll tell you what, they sort of seem more low maintenance than a doodle. You know? I like the coat. It's crazy. It's all curly, Merlin. Mer! He would be an awesome waterfowl dog. I mean, you could probably do anything. We got to get him on some pheasant wings, that's for sure. He's worked with him a little bit, so we'll get him doing that. And then, like, you know, if his dad wants to hunt with him, he could push him into that, like upland game. He could probably, it'd be easier to use him as a flushing dog, I would imagine. But I mean, you can train any dog to point. What's my opinion on PETA? That it's a horrible organization. They have a no kill shelter where they kill 95% of the intake. It's of record. It's not a no kill shelter, it's a kill shelter. They take in animals and they put them down right and left. They don't want anybody to have a pet, okay? So that's my opinion on PETA. It's a horrible organization that pays Hollywood people to do commercials for them. Do the Hollywood people even realize what they're doing? I don't think they do. They're just, Alec Baldwin was making commercials for them. You know, it's horrible. It's a horrible thing. I don't get it, you know. They don't care about people hunting though. That's wildlife. Like they have nothing about that. What they have a problem with is pets. Yeah, they take people's pets. They drive around looking for, you know, look, that's a dog, we're gonna take it. They've been videoed doing it. It's not a good organization. So, they clearly have an agenda, you know. They're like the Dr. Mengelov, you know, animal shelters. Cats too, they put down just as many cats. Yeah, it's pretty disgusting, you know. You know, a lot of people think that it's a good organization because of the name. People for the Ethical Treatment of Animals, right? Their ethical treatment is putting cats and dogs down. And they have somebody doing the intake of deciding whether it's a trainable dog or not, and that clearly is a positive reinforcement person. And positive reinforcement training is not effective. Do you want a compliant dog? Do you want your dog to be compliant in the human world? You better train it to know no. You want to run around with a fanny pack and hot dogs in it? Is that what you want to do? And have a dog that you bribe and like it starts spinning around, offering behaviors, going through its whole repertoire to figure out what you want it to do? Because that's horrible. That's horrible. It's absolutely horrible. I think I'm gonna leave this crate over here, and then we'll do this again tomorrow. I'll put it over in this trailer here. Boy, you are an awesome dog, dude. It's not anything I didn't know, though. I knew this guy was awesome. Yes, he's awesome, man. Like we got more work in a store. I got to get Destiny working with him more because I think his mother's human mother is a slight woman like Destiny. So Destiny was already walking the guy, and he was compliant. But they had trouble with this dick, you know. He's persistent. Hey, get over here. He's persistent, and sit. And he was evidently dragging his human mom around, but you know, and she, you know, if when he goes back, if she can't get it together, then she shouldn't walk him because it'll just, you know, make things worse again. Hey, but there's no reason that she can't, because he's fucking awesome. You know, most of the people, they just have to learn to deal with their dog differently. You know, like they love their dog, they're just loving it the wrong way, sort of. So one of the things that they did with this dog, they didn't see it as a problem. I said when I picked up the dog, I said, Did you food train him? And he said no. I said, so he's had no people food? And they stopped and he said, well, yeah, he does, but we have him sit off to the side, and like, you know how babies throw food on the floor? So he's sitting over there, and then they reinforce the whole excited mind by letting the dog clean up the floor. They can't do that. With this guy, no way. Put him in a crate, make him sit, you know what would even be better is make him sit over there, sweep up the floor, get rid of the mess, and don't give it to him. That's the attitude you should have with your dog. Why anybody trains with food, I don't know. There isn't one dog I've trained that I've used food with. Food as primary positive reinforcement is nonsense. It is, it's nonsense. You could use anything the dog likes. Here, heel. They like the command. They like play. That's my whole deal is I train the dog to play, and to play, you have to play by my rules. If you don't play by my rules, you're not gonna play, you know? That's it. And you have to be consistent. You can't just be like, oh, like, you know, like if you have a dog and you tell it to sit and it doesn't sit and you don't respond instantly with no sit, and the dog hasn't been drilled to sit, like get a correction, and hear no is like, you know, you better get compliant, you're screwing up. If you're just like, hey, get over here, heel. If you're just like, well, I'm too tired to like get the dog to sit, and you just let it slide, you're screwing up big time. You're screwing up. Your dog is going to be a mess. You must respond every time so that the dog knows that it needs to be compliant. Merlin, here. Heel. I like this dog a lot. I like a curly water dog. That's what they are. They're a water dog. They function well in the water. That's why I wanted one. I was like, I'm gonna get a waterfowl dog, and I ended up getting a lab, Ike, who I miss dearly. I love the crap out of that dog. Merlin, sit. No, sit. All right. Thanks, everybody. Thanks for the 850 stars on Facebook. I appreciate that. See who's here real quick. I'm not tough talking, but you must be good Wi-Fi to have. No, I'm not on Wi-Fi. This is my phone. This is AT&T. Oh, let's see what Hill's question was. With a dog like Ralphie with a strong herding drive, what do you think is a good backyard game I can teach him to give him an outlet for that? Or is a game even advisable? So many dogs have strong drives. You could do anything. You could do weave poles. You could just drill the dog. You could do frisbee. You could. It doesn't have to be because it's a herding breed that it has to like do some kind of mock herding. You just have to work the dog, right? Just work the dog. Do the weave poles. You could do that. You could do scent work. Do anything like that. And you can change it up so that you don't get bored. Do scent work with the dog. Teach the dog to find scent. Any of those things. Even Hillsby, even just like standing there with the dog 6 feet away and having it pull in the heel properly. And then you move, the dog sits, and then you make it pull in the heel again. And you just repeat that over and over again. It's, hang on. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's all you need to do. You don't need to teach the dog to herd sheep or anything. Anything like that. Weave poles. Frisbee's great. If your dog can retrieve and you can do the frisbee with the dog in the backyard, you could do frisbee. All it has to do is go like 8 feet. You don't have to throw it real far. That's really effective. But the trick to all of it is if you want the dog to be sort of exhausted when you're done, it isn't about doing it for 40 minutes. It's about doing it a short period of time, but making the dog compliant. So it needs to be at heel, before, like each time we do frisbee, I make sure that the dog is at heel and then I release it with okay. Same thing, we're doing the weave pole. Sit, weave. It's stuff like that, like if you could get your dog to do the weave poles like Tonka does, where you stand and then the dog goes to the weave poles, but it's still walking next to the dog and it retrieves, man. I'm telling you, retrieving, if your dog's doing a proper retrieve, Hillsby, you can make the dog real exhausted, and there's many different things that you can do to take that, the herding dog and make them exhausted. You could cast them. Anything like that works. God, I look like fucking hell. Can you do a video of you playing for... There's already so many videos of that. Well, you'd watch it. Well, go to my channel and look. There's probably a couple hundred. I don't really take requests like that anyway. I don't want to sound like a dick, but every morning and evening we do drills. He just likes to move a soccer ball back to where I'm sitting. Ball back to where I'm sitting. I don't know. I'd have to see what you mean. Like he's moving it with his nose or something? Through the weave poles. That's what I would do. Like, with the soccer ball, if he's just taking the soccer ball and moving it around the yard, see, I wouldn't let a dog do that. I'm not asking them to do it. They're just doing it. I'm not into that. I move around the yard and he bops it back with his nose. Like, do you throw it and he seal punches it? Is he doing that? Or is he's moving it like I'm bringing it back? I mean, honestly, if you want to shape that behavior, if you could get him to do it through the weave poles, then you really have something. You know what I'm saying? Because that would take discipline and the dog would have, you know what I'm saying? Like he could probably do that all day and probably is obsessed with it. If you could get him to go through a little course with it, then you got something. Then you got something that's really going to tire him out. So he does it when it's on the ground, like herding. Do you understand what I'm saying? Or here's another example that you could do with that. If you could teach him to herd it into a certain area by casting, then you're working with that herding behavior. Like, not bring it to me, take it over there and put it on a carpet. Okay, good boy. Now take it over there and put it on that carpet. Do you understand what I'm saying? That way the dog is following direction. If the dog is just bringing it to you like this, then it's sort of doing its own thing. You want a situation where the dog is following your lead. Like do you know what I'm saying? Like you're commanding it to go do something. Yeah, casting, anything like that. You get that dog to go through. I think I've seen a dog do that going through weave poles. So I'm pretty sure that's possible. Like you could even teach the dog to start doing that being next to it. Do you know what I'm saying? Like that's, that would take some time, but you could get it to do it once. Good boy. And then kind of, maybe, I don't know. I've never trained a dog to do that. Certainly it's doable for sure. It's doable, you know. Usually, like when one of the herding dogs comes here, I'm not like, well, I teach them casting, and then the owner could springboard off of that. Casting's awesome for any dog because the dog is following your direction. So that's why I always teach casting to every dog, I don't know what the percentage of owners are that do it. I don't, after the dog leaves, I know some of them do it. Some of them just sort of pick and choose, which I think is a mistake. You should work on everything that the dog worked on here. And if the dog's not good with, you should teach him. If the dog is, not good with something that he learned here, then it's a good indication that that is the thing you should work on with the dog. What? Dog tired from training are always display better behavior if in home setting, even in the kennel. Well, yeah, it's better than don't ever take your dog to a dog run. That's a big mistake. It is, it's a big mistake. Letting the dog run around like a nut. Right, Merlin? There's no Bigfoot back there. No, there's not, because I have a dog with me. So there is no Bigfoot back there. God, my hand is killing me. Fucking Google. Jesus Christ. Dealing with that person was infuriating. It was. It was like, God. I'm gonna have to go up later and see if I can get somebody else on. They're not making my life any easier, that's for sure, but can't blame it all on them. The hackers are the one that screwed us around. Screw that, man. What's the matter with people? They're broken. They are. They're fucking broken. Okay, I'm gonna sign off. I know that Hillsby. They're looking. My pheromones. They love me. They love me. Hey, what's up, DJ? Triple bypass. I'll live stream later. I'll yank those out too, DJ. Let you look at them. All right, I'll see you. Bye.